What's going on, guys? It's Red, and I'm bringing you guys some ones gameplay. And I know in my last video I was talking a lot about how I'm not going to play as much ones. I'm mostly doing threes now, but this is kind of just like I saw the feedback on that video and I saw what you guys are saying, and I just want to make it clear with this video, you know, I'm not going to be done playing ones. I'm still going to play ones. It's still like a game type. I can still play it without, you know, well, it's not gonna like screw me up that much. But I'm mostly focusing on twos and threes at this point. I've been doing a lot of scrims, a lot of six mans, things like that. A lot of practice for that kind of stuff. But this is actually a good game to go over and analyze because I'm playing against GarrettG, you know, from NRG, and he's a great example of someone who isn't a ones player, and you can tell by his style. He doesn't play like most ones players do. He plays where he's got all the mechanics, you know, he's got all the placement, the defense. He's got all like the pieces of the puzzle, but you can tell he plays like someone who plays more twos and threes than anything else. You know, there's just the way he plays. You know, it's hard to describe, but hopefully, you know, I'll tell you guys what's going on in the game here. I'll try to like analyze the gameplay a little bit, and I'll tell you guys what's happening. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you got see, but I got the white Dracos on, looking pretty sick. I got these like the second day after the new crate came out, just because I felt like I had to. These are like the nicest wheels in the game, in my opinion, right now. I like them more than white Zondas. But a lot of things that you'll see during this gameplay is Garrett will do something. I'm kind of playing less reactionary and more like prediction. Like I'll sort of predict what he does, because as you know, since he's not really a ones player, he doesn't really go for too many fakes. He shows what he's about to do a lot, and it makes it kind of easy to defend against. He does actually score a ton of goals on me, because he does have good. That's the one thing about him. He has really good placement, so that's why it's hard to defend against him. Like that. He'll out of nowhere pop it up and carry over. You know, not something everyone can do, but it's Garrett. He's obviously good at that. Oh, and by the way, also if I do have some six mans where it's me and Garrett and some other people. I could upload that if you guys want. It was like a highlight from the stream. I could have the comms in there. Let me know if you guys are interested in seeing that kind of stuff. I'm curious, but anyway, back to the ones. My kickoffs have been garbage. Like I told you guys I did the ones tournament recently. I lost 3-2 in the semis to Killer Rican, and I don't know what's going on. Like my kickoff was good the entire time. Then that last game of the tournament, when it was 2-2, we were on the final game. He just literally got like 7 kickoff goals on me and just destroyed me. It was a mess. So I don't know. Kickoffs are so annoying. Honestly, it's just some people have really good kickoffs, some don't. That was a nice shot. Obviously, I got the pinch goal out of there. You see, I'm playing pretty passively, you know. But then right there, see, I know he has the ball in his car. He's not too used to doing flicks, so that's an easy time to go rush him, you know. It's all about knowing when to rush and also having my car in a position where if he does flick it, I can still block it. If he doesn't flick it, he can't get it under me. You know, you don't want to go too high. That's a lot of people make the mistake. They'll challenge the ball too high, and then they could just drop it off their car and drive it under you. That's what Dapper does a lot. He'll play with those in my games and he'll drop it. I tried to get a shot on net, but he's really good at defense. He got up and blocked it, and it turned into a goal for him. Yeah, so this ends up being like a really close game. You know, I'm not gonna spoil the ending, but it's surprisingly close. You know, for like I didn't expect someone like Garrett to be this good at ones. You know, he doesn't put too many hours into ones, I don't think. I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna make any assumptions. Oh, by the way, something I'm gonna do from now on. Anyone that I play against, if I know they have a YouTube channel, like I don't know for everyone, but if I know that they have a YouTube channel, I'll definitely link them in the description. Like that, he somehow got back in time to make that save. That was a nice one. But I turned quick. I knew he had no boost. Just turn, pop it, and then pop it over him. That's like the one thing I say when they don't have boost. The easiest thing to do is pop it up for yourself and then just power shoot it to wherever they're not at in the goal. So that was an easy way to do that. And I got another kickoff goal. Or I guess that was my first. The last one didn't really count as a kickoff goal, I don't think. But yeah, sometimes kickoffs go right from me. Especially against Batmobile. Actually, I usually do good against Batmobiles on kickoffs. I feel like Bats are good at 50-50s in general, but they're not good at kickoffs, really, necessarily. I don't know why. I don't know why that is. I mean, if you're like Cucks, you're good at kickoffs. Oh, right there, he just destroyed me. That's something, see, you know, playing against him, I don't expect him to be able to pull something off like that, like a quick cut with the bat, but he just swings around, cuts it inside, and jukes me completely. But I'll actually, if you guys are curious like how the Mantis plays in ones, I'll have a Mantis gameplay right after this, because I got another 1v1 gameplay to go over. But yeah. I feel like I'm missing stuff. Try to pay attention to the gameplay. And this is like the first time I've seen this game in like, it's been like a week since I did this one. This was like my second or third game back after taking a break. Right there I can see him struggling in that. That was a pretty obvious one. Just go ahead and challenge that. You do want to be careful when doing that, because like, if you know you can't beat him to the ball, do not go for that, because he could easily push it around, and then he'll have like an open net. But I can see he's there. I can see I can get the 50-50. You know, 90% of the time you're going to get a goal out of that if you 50-50 someone right in front of their net. Unless they really position their car perfectly, where they don't even get pushed back a little bit. Right there, I just cut it and juked him. I saw he was just turning. That's like a key thing. If you know someone's just about to turn, they're going to be in a bad position, so you cut around his backside. He could have done like a backflip challenge right there, like a half flip to get the 50-50, but I think he just didn't react fast enough. He didn't expect me to do that. Right there, like I said, it's a lot about predictions when you're playing something like this. Like, I could tell just from the way he was aiming, he was just going to place it right there. Right there, that was me listening, so I heard that he was about to challenge, I heard him jump, and so I dropped it off the car. That's all you gotta do. And the main thing I did right there was drop it off the car for a 50-50, but like I said before, he did exactly what I said don't do, which is challenge too high, where you can't like get a touch on the ball, so like he challenged high just in case I did flick it, if he was still 50-50 it, but obviously it didn't work since I dropped it. I've been working on a lot of bounce dribbles lately too, so you'll see some of those. I think they're really effective, and playing like 3v3s and stuff has helped me out a lot with them, for sure. Right there, I don't know, I could have took control of that, but I'm just kind of pushing it around. I'm kind of getting nervous at this point because I just want to, you know, hold the lead right now. I'm up by 1, 30 seconds left. I need to take some notes from Squishy's book. I don't know if you guys saw that gameplay where against Johnny Boy's stream, where Squishy would just like literally, like he'd be up by 1 with like a minute and a half left, and he'd just carry the ball around the field. I should work on that. A lot of high-level ones players are good at those. I don't really do that too much. I probably should. So once again, and that right there, that challenge was incredible. He turned on the wall, got a drift turn, popped it over me before I could even jump. I had no boost right there, but still I couldn't block it in time, and still maintain the ball to get the goal towards the overtime. So that was really, really good on his part. Like I said, he's got all the mechanics. He's got pretty much everything you need. He just doesn't have experience in ones, I don't think. Right there, I thought I could beat him to that. If I got a little bit higher, I might have been able to, but that could have been the end for me. But thankfully, he put the ball in a tough position for himself to take a shot. It was bouncing off the roof. Right there, I knew I'm starved with boost. I have no boost. You gotta rush him. Like almost 90% of the time when you have no boost, your best bet is to just kind of rush them, or unless you know that they're not going to take a good shot on that, you know, you can just save it. Another risky spot. He could have put that a little bit faster, would have been a goal, but I'm kind of just taking my time here, trying to just play it out, wait for my chance, and there you go. That was the chance. I waited. I should have controlled it and flicked it. If I kept the ball and flicked it, I would have had that, but like I said, I'm getting nervous right now. I don't want him to dunk me, because if he dunks me, that's an easy goal. And you know the bat is OP when dunking people. It'll just clobber you, it seems. Something about the bat hitbox, it makes it really easy to, like right there, he's like a brick wall. But luckily, once he flips, I can get it over him. So I just you know, kept there. Right there again, I tried to push it past him, but the bat is good for 50-50s. I think bat or octane are the best options for 1v1 cards. Not that it matters too much, but. And then right there, I think he was thinking I would probably wait till the ball dropped and then power shoot it, but instead I power shot it out of the air. So now I'm going to move on to a gameplay against Garen. This was literally my first game back on 1v1s after like a week or two off of not playing any. This is when I first started using the Mantis and the new wheels. Got the titanium white Mantis, titanium white Dracos. Look pretty sick. I tried to do my 45-degree flick on the Mantis, but I'm a little rusty, like I said. Don't really do too many flicks in 3v3s. But yeah, Garen is he's like a really high level ones player. I think he was like top 20 for most of, if not all of last season. That's something I do a lot right there, that mistake. Whether it's in their corner, whether it's on my side, you know, whatever, I'll go and try to get the boost grab, and then I won't realize that they have enough boost to just cut it, and then take the shot. Like if they're like a worse player, they probably won't be able to do that. But since they're good players, they can easily cut it, gain control, and then take a quick shot on that and beat me to it. I kind of just I gambled and thought I could get back in time, but it was obviously a mistake. So be cautious when you're grabbing boost on their side. Just make sure they're not in a position where they can turn on it. But yeah, the Mantis, I've been really liking it, to be honest. I like it a lot more than I've liked the Batmobile. I don't know why, it just feels more stable in a way. Like, it has the exact same hitbox, like, apparently it has the exact same hitbox, the exact same stats, exact same turn radius as the Batmobile. So I don't really think there's any differences, but it just feels less floppy, if that makes sense. Like, whenever I use the Bat, I always feel like I'm in like a floppy box, but the Mantis is just, I don't know. Right there you see, this is what I like about the Mantis, about any flat car. Just real quick, the ball is on the ground, and then I just kind of pick it up and flick it real quick. That's something you can't, with the Octane it might take like another second to pick it up and then flick it, but with this card you can just scoop it up and flick it super quick. It's really cool. And watch, I'll do it again right here. Just real quick, pick it up. He thinks the ball's on the ground. He thinks all I can do is like power shot maybe. But no, I pick it up and flick it right before he's able to challenge me. So it's an easy way to score. And like I said, it's hard to win kickoffs with this thing, but thankfully I went back to where I could still get control and boost. I'm trying to do some bounce dribbles here. See, I did some bounce dribbles. He kind of thought I was going to power shoot right there. I think he had a bad challenge, but still, bounce dribbles are really good. I wish I practiced them sooner in my ones career, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it's definitely something good to practice. Don't just do all dribbles and all flicks. Had a really good challenge on that. I knew he didn't have time to flick it over me. He was just gaining control, gaining possession. So I just went up and challenged. Like I said, the position I challenge, like this is something people ask a lot. You know, where do I go to challenge the ball? Where do I 50-50? How do you win all these 50-50s? You need to put your car in a position where you'll hit the ball no matter what. Even if he pops the ball over you, even if he doesn't do anything with the ball, even if he drops the ball, you need to be in that position. There's always that one spot, you know. It's all about timing and position when you're challenging. That's key. And here I'm kind of just taking it slow. I was gonna grab the boost, and then I kind of lost control. I probably should have just pushed it around, try to boost starve him or something. He almost got a goal on that. I did not think he'd be going for that. He just grabbed a few small pads, I guess, to catch up to that. I failed another flick. Flicks feel a little. Then I almost ungoaled. Flicks feel very different in the Mantis compared to the Octane. I don't know why. Well, I mean, I know why. It's because it's a flat car, so it takes longer to flip, basically, than it does with the Octane. You get like a lot faster flips with this shorter car, obviously. What we're doing right now. It's kind of risky, obviously, to be doing 50-50s by his corner because it'll easily push out in his favor, but thankfully he wasn't in a position where he could actually take a shot there, you know. Just kind of pushing around, you know. Even though it's like 2 minutes left, I'm still kind of wasted time. I'm not really playing too aggressive. I don't need to go for goals. I'm not risking too much. There we go. I got a little good flick around him. He thought I was going to do more of an angle on my 45-degree flick right there. Like, rather than doing the flick and then dragging it across the net, I kind of did the flick and let it just kind of fall off the car and go there. And hey, got a kickoff goal. There we go. And that's the end of the game. He ended up forfeiting, but those are some really good gameplays. I'm going to link those guys' channels in the description if I remember. But I hope you guys enjoyed the 1v1 gameplay. I will do more ones. Let me know if you want to see the 3v3s, the 6-mans, or anything. And that's pretty much it. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.